My boss refused to call me by my real name. I worked hard to land my dream job, but from day one, my boss, Mr. Carter, refused to call me by my real name, Zara. It's too hard to remember, he laughed. Zoe suits you better? At first, I thought it was a joke, but days turned into weeks, and suddenly, I was Zoe to everyone in the office. I corrected them, but they'd just shrug. It's not a big deal, they said, but it was a big deal. My name, Zara, means bright in my culture. It was the last thing my grandmother said before she passed. Yet here, it felt like my identity was erased. One day, during a team meeting, I heard my boss introduce me as Zoe again. My hands shook as I stood up. Actually, my name is Zara, and I'd appreciate being called that. The room went silent. Mr. Carter smirked. Relax, Zoe, it's just a name. I clenched my fists. Then why don't I call you Mr. Clueless instead? The team chuckled and his face turned red. That night, I posted anonymously about my experience on Reddit. The post exploded. People shared their own stories of workplace discrimination. The next morning, HR called me in. Turns out, I wasn't the first. After an internal investigation, Mr. Carter was fired. His pattern of renaming employees had finally caught up to him. 2 weeks later, at my new job, my boss smiled and said, "Nice to meet you, Zara."